Well, hello there, YouTube friends. I'm the only Sir Cracker, and today in my garden, I got some plants that are growing that are new. I have potatoes. That's right. I planted in this blue pot behind me some potatoes. Figured, eh, I have potatoes in my kitchen. They were fairly small, and I thought, I'll plant them. Let's see what happens. Come on, let me show you. All right, so take a look down here. Let's see if I can come over here. Well, here's a weed. Ha ha ha. Whole weeds. We don't like weeds. But if you look here, this is potato. This is potato. This is potato. This is potato. And there's some over here. Now, this hole here, I can thank my children because my children like to play in dirt. I've tried to explain to them that I have plants that are here, but it don't matter. So, anyways, I planted 4 potatoes in this pot. I wish I would have done the other pot too, but I'll do carrots and stuff in the other one. So, yeah, 4 potatoes. I'm gonna let them grow a little bit bigger, and then I'll probably put some mulch or something around them. I'm not gonna double, like pile onto them or anything. So while I'm standing here, I think I lost my voice for a second there. While I'm standing here, let's go check out that stuff back there, shall we? Okay, so I'm now back here, and oh my gosh, stuff is growing. If you look over here, yeah, look at that. The broccoli is getting huge. Look at this. It had these kind of purpley leaves, and the purple's gone away. The broccoli is getting big. This is that elk manure, and it's completely dried out, which is so sad. So what I'll do, I'll probably get some more and scatter it around. But although underneath it, the soil is still pretty wet, so it is acting like a really good mulch. But yeah, I should probably put some more in there. And then over here, as you can see, rhubarb is getting huge. And then I planted down below, so I can zoom down there. I planted some trees, and they seem to be doing okay. I have the same compost on top of them, so hopefully they do okay. And then over here, I planted potatoes, and I'm not. Oh, got a little bit of something over here. Looks like coming through. So, but I planted potatoes in here. A little bit of something coming through, and then there's potatoes over here in this one here as well. So, but yeah, this is all like it's all dried out and it's kind of hard like a rock. Um, but it's acting like a layer. It's doing its job. It's the soil underneath is nice and moist, so that's really all that matters there. So, as you can see, this is the apple tree, and I've got flowers and blooms, and it's really starting to green up and look nice. And then underneath the apple tree, if we come down here, you can see that I planted my blueberries. Now, like I said before, I don't expect these blueberry flowers, which are really pretty and delicate, to put on any fruit at all this year. I'm not expecting it. This year, for me, it's more going to be hoping that they survive the winter and that kind of thing. What I might do is put a cage around it in the wintertime and then put leaves or something around it to help try to keep it warm. But yeah, I'm not too worried about trying to get some blueberries off of this year. This year, it's primarily just try to keep it alive throughout the summer and through the winter. And then this is the strawberry bucket, And as you remember, probably from I think it's probably my last video, I had a brick in here, and then I had a pot, and I had these growing in the pot, and they weren't doing so well. So I took all that out, and then a rock, and then I went ahead and I just planted all these in the soil itself. And yeah, I mean, they're doing great. Actually, they're doing amazing. So any of these flowers, don't here, any of these flowers this early on, I'm picking them all, because what I want to do is instead of putting the growth into these flowers, I want the strawberry to put the growth into the plant. Um, really give it a nice established roots and that kind of stuff, and then we'll worry about getting flowers later down the road and fruit. So, but right now I'm not too worried about the fruit. I just want to get the roots nice and established and healthy and big, and so that's pretty much the strawberries. And right next to the strawberries is the onions. They're Walla Wallas. Um, I've had a few issues here with, like, there was a hole right here I just pushed in. A few issues with the squirrels getting in here. Um, I have the onions in here. I have not put any mulch around them yet, but I will. They're going to get mulch. So, you just want to keep while the weeds are little teeny, you want to keep them down, which is pretty easy to do, but look at the growth. I mean, this is all brand new growth on these plants for the most part. And the ones back beyond, I don't know if you can see those, but they're doing good. Not quite as good as these, but they're doing good. And then, of course, my lilac bushes here. That one's not a lilac. That's got to go. There's a lilac behind it. And then over there, they're doing good. No flowers on any of my lilacs yet, except over in the corner, and I'll show you that here in a little bit. Okay, so in these containers, I have broccoli this year. Now, broccoli over there is doing absolutely fantastic, and broccoli it's in the Brassica family, and it is very cold tolerant. But I thought, excuse me, last year we had a lot of frost and stuff, and these containers, what they are, is just like a syrup container or something along those lines, where I've cut the bottom off of them and I put them over, and it acts like a little mini greenhouse. Well, the ones down there are doing absolutely fantastic, so I thought, well, I guess I don't really need them after all, so I will take them off. You'll also notice too, and it appears that they're a little bit stunted. So maybe the um, cold weather makes them grow a little bit more. I don't know, but they're a little bit stunted, which is fine. A lesson learned. I've got two in this over here. It's a bonus. Anytime you buy plants and you have two plants in a one little pony pack thingy that are together, it's a bonus. So yeah, there's that. And then next to it, in this container, I put a couple of asparagus roots. Now, I don't know if they're going to take or not, but I figured, we'll give it a shot. We'll see what happens. I don't remember exactly where in here I put them. They were, if you remember, they were all hard and dried out and stuff. So we put them in water. I soaked them a little bit, and then planted them in here. Probably in the next month or so, if I don't see any growth in this container, then I will do some more inspecting and try to see if they're actually growing. If they're not growing, then I'll just end up planting a tomato in this pot, which is what I was originally going to do, is have 3 tomatoes in here. So we'll see how that goes. And then at the end, the very last one, I've got more Walla Walla onions. And again, look at this. they are growing, and they are growing very nicely. I'm having the same issue with the weeds popping up, but that's fine. I'm going to put mulch in here anyways, so I'm not too worried about it. Um, yeah, so, and also too, if you notice, I mean, it's only been a couple of weeks since I've put soil in these pots, but it's already sunk, quite a bit. Compost when it and compost and garden soil, you mix it up or whatever, and it gets air in it, and it's very fluffy, and then after a little bit of time, it settles and compacts, and that's what we're seeing here. Okay, so these are all the onions that I had left over, and I thought, well, I'm gonna go ahead and plant them in here. I'm not gonna give them any care or any attention or anything like that, and they go all the way across to the end over here. So my thought was, well, I'm just gonna put them in here, see what they do. If they do, they do. If they don't, they don't. It's all good, no worries. I've already see here that I've just lost a ton of them. Not only I think the kids have probably pulled some out, but there's definitely a few here that have kind of died on their own. And then there's a few that are growing. Like if you come over here, look at this. These ones seem to be doing just fine. So, and then it's erratic. It's very spotty and erratic. Like here, these ones are pretty much dead. This one's doing okay. This one's really growing. But these four are gone. So, yeah, lesson learned. Okay, so that's my head being chopped off. Bring that camera up here a little higher. Haha, there it is. I feel better now that my head's not being chopped off. So that's pretty much a little update here for my garden. All these white containers that don't have anything in them. I am going to probably be planting peppers in them. I am going to. So these are just regular 5-gallon containers. This one used to have paint in it, but it's been cleaned out really well, minus some dried leaves that fell in there. So what I'm going to do is, I think probably about 4 or 5 inches up from the bottom, I'm going to drill probably 3 holes all the way, around the bottom of the pot. What that's going to do is water will build up and it'll sit within that space, and then that water that's in the soil in the bottom will wick up through the pot. Plus, the roots of the plant are going to go down and get their water from that. So yeah, that's what I'm going to probably end up doing with these. Not all of them had paint in them. I had some that had pickles in them, some that had mayonnaise in them, and different types of food grade stuff too. So, but what I'm going to do is basically make a self-watering container, the simplest, cheapest, easiest possible way. And then I'm going to plant my peppers in here. Now, those 3 down at the end that have the trees in them are probably not going to stay there. I'm actually going to probably end up putting those somewhere else where they get a little bit more sunlight. Because I want the whole row. I want it all to be peppers for the most part, bushy peppers. And then I've got these tomato cages. Now, I bought these tomato cages last year, and I think I paid I think it was like $2 a piece or something for them, and they are just the cheapest, thinnest tomato cages in the whole world. In my opinion, they're pretty much garbage. But here in my garden, I get wind, lots and lots and lots of wind coming from the south. That's the south. This is the north, and so I may use some of these, maybe not all of them, on certain pepper plants, but I don't know. It just depends on how big the plants get. I'm trying to find a way to make the pepper plants more bushy instead of tall and and lanky. So I don't want them to wiggle back and forth. I want them to be lower and more solid, a stronger trunk. So that's kind of what I'm shooting for. So I won't need those, but I may. It just depends. I've got 5 varieties of peppers. I've got jalapenos, which I've only got 2 jalapeno plants. I'm gonna have to go get some more. I've lost. There came in a pack of 4, and I lost 2 of them, so I only have 2 left. I have 4 red bell peppers. I have 4 yellow bell peppers, and I have 4 green bell peppers. Then I also have 4 banana peppers, and so I'm going to all of those. Oh, well, there's going to be 3. There'll be 3 bananas, 3 3 of each of the bells, and then of course, if I can get 2 more, I'll have 3 jalapenos out here. And you're thinking 3, but why 3? Because I'm going to have 1 of each of all 5 in my grow room, and I'm going to grow them all summer long, and then I won't have any bugs on them or anything, and I'll be able to just grow them right through the winter, and they'll be big established plants. That is the thought process. I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but I'm hoping. Also downstairs I have a Peter pepper from last year that happened to survive. The Peter pepper is coming outside. This will be its last year. I'm going to try to grow it, and if it doesn't grow, it's gone. I have a feeling it's a male plant, and it's not going to put off any flowers this year. But I figured, you know what, I give it another year, give it a try, see what happens, and if it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Tomatoes. I am thinking I'm going to grow 2 varieties of tomatoes this year. I got my first lady that I'm going to put in the garden, and I've got all, I think I got 6 of those downstairs. What I'll probably end up doing is I will probably bring 5 of them up here, 4 or 5 of them up here, and put them in the garden. I know lots of plants, lots of plants. I got a lot of ideas I'm going to do. One of them I will probably keep downstairs so it doesn't get any bugs and try to overwinter it again. Probably take one of the clippings this time and do it with that. And the original mother plant that I've been snipping everything off of, probably let her go. The other thing I want to do, there is a guy, his last name I think is Hall or Hill, Larry Hall. I think his name's Larry Hall from Minnesota. A few years back, he took some Walmart shopping bags, cloth Walmart shopping bags, and he made grow bags out of them, and he put them inside a kiddie pool, one of those little plastic kid pools. I have a kiddie pool. My children are too old for the kiddie pool, and we have a membership anyways to the YMCA, and so we go swimming at the Y. I am going to take that kiddie pool. I'm going to probably put it back behind everything else here. I've got a little spot back there. I'm going to probably put it. And then I'm going to take those shopping bags, which are, I think they're like 50 cents a piece or $1 a piece or something at Walmart. But it doesn't matter. I don't think I'm going to buy any. I've got a ton of older ones that are black that I got from a store here called Rosars. I think I'm going to end up using those instead. And I don't know how many I can shove in there, but I want to get as many in there as I possibly can. The thought process behind this is probably my cucumbers. I'm really thinking that I'm going to do a huge cucumber bed so the cucumbers will just grow and they'll just all over the place back there, which would be really freaking awesome. So that's kind of what I want to do, or at least I'd like to do. I might even stage it so that I have tomatoes in the back and then cucumbers down below in the front. So we'll see how that works. That's something I'm wanting to do. I've got so much soil. I've got to do something with the soil. I'm not buying 2 more barrels. I just can't afford it. Even at $15 a piece, that's just too much money for right now. So what I really need is more containers like those so I can put more plants in. Not going to happen, I don't think. I might be get one or two more, but I don't think I'm going to have as many as I need. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go look and see if I can find some laundry baskets. Yeah. So I heard this thing on YouTube about laundry baskets. I don't know if I'm going to do it. I may not do it, but they make a grow bag basically out of laundry baskets. But I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to play it by ear, see what happens. I don't want to throw away any plants, but I may have to give some to friends or family because I don't have a whole lot of space. I've got space, but I don't have as much as I'd like. And of course, everything's in containers because I'm a renter and I have to be able to pick everything up and move if need be. So far, I mean, what is this? Today's May 2nd. So far, everything's looking good. I think our chance of frost is almost completely gone. We're getting down to about 35, 36 at night at the lowest end. So we'll see how that does. I'm holding my hands, by the way, because I'm cold. It's only like, I think 46 or 47 degrees Fahrenheit here. I'm really cold. I should have put a jacket on, but I wanted to show you my new shirt. What is good? Actually, this is a product that my wife is making, and she's starting her own business. And this is her first product. Wood is good, and we're gonna do a run in this green. They're gonna be in this green, but on a dark gray shirt instead of a black shirt, real dark gray shirt. We're gonna do a run, and then also with a hot pink with the dark gray shirt. And they are selling, I believe she's selling them for $18 a piece, plus shipping. So after shipping and everything, it's like $20 even. So for $20, you can get a shirt. And we're taking early orders. We don't have them printed just yet, but if you would like them, you can email her at Space Cadet and Dreamers. So it's Space Cadets and Dreamers at gmail.com. And that's Space Cadets with an S, multiple, and Dreamers. You can also check out our Facebook page at Space Cadets and Dreamers, and you can purchase them in there, I think, as well, or there's a link to that email address, or there will be. So we're taking early orders, and so we expect about 2 to 3 weeks for delivery, depending on where you're at, either in the world or in the country, because we're not making them until you've ordered them. We have a printing press, and so we're going through, and it's not really printing press. It's a, what's it called? I can't remember what the heck she calls it. It's a special press that does all the green, all the writing and stuff. This is just a beginning part of it. You'll see this shirt on not only my videos, but on Space Cadet Dreamers videos, gaming videos, all these different videos that are associated with the Space Cadet and Dreamers group. There's a bunch of us who have these shirts. They're all in different colors and different shapes and different sizes. There's going to be a video that's going to come out here pretty soon. We're actually in the middle of processing and making the video to try to sell these. The money that is raised from these is going back into the business to eventually end up making it. It's non-profit business or model that we're putting together, but eventually it will be profiting, helping people that are wanting to do things. And it's kind of vague at this point. We have Comic-Cons and that kind of stuff. We want to help people get a ticket to go to a con. We want to help people garden. It's just kind of an all-around thing. But that's the concept of the idea that we want to go behind. So we're working on that. But who cares about where the money is going at this point in time? It's right now about the shirt. So if you like Wood is Good, definitely send an email with your name, address, and say, hey, I want a shirt. where do I send a check to? And yeah, so Space Cadets and Dreamers at gmail.com, and we will do what we can to get back to you. Anyways, enough with the plug. I wasn't going to actually do that, but I figured, whatever. All right, so this is my garden so far this year. And today, I'm not working in the garden. Well, maybe later today. I'm going to go play soccer with my 4-year-old son and my 5-year-old daughter. We're going to go do soccer. And then when we're done with that, I might mow the lawn and be a man and do manly stuff around the yard. But tomorrow is all about the garden. I've got to get that bed done. I've got to get it moved and destroy that whole thing over there by the house, and all these buckets already have dirt in them, and I need to get some material underneath every single plant, and there's so much work to do. So anyways, now that I've droned on forever, I'm the only Sir Cracker. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching my videos. Like always, if you like what you see, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. There's a button down, I think it's in this corner. Subscribe to my channel, and of course leave comments, questions, anything like that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Y'all have yourselves a fantastic day. Bye for now.